Hi, this is Earl Davis on the Max Proud channel. Today, I want to go over my top 5 basses that I play and I play in concert and do things with. I know I got a lot of basses. Y'all guys have said that before. You know, when am I gonna just stop and just sell my excess basses and buy and save up for some really ultimate high-end bass and I won't have to worry about all those basses. Well, that's cool, but I do like basses. So I'll stop one day, but not right now. Okay. Thanks anyway. I've shown these basses before. This is the Squire. Excuse me. This is the Squire Vintage Modified bass. It's called the Vintage Modified 77. This is probably my favorite bass. I put a preamp in it, and it's got those beautiful Duncan design pickups in it. I also have, as you can see, a hip shot bass extender because although it's practical to play 5 strings, I'm still in love with the 4 strings, and I'm not giving this up. So put a bass extender on it to give it a little lower tone if I could play it in a concert every once in a while. Of course, there's nothing like a B, but hey, this isn't going anywhere. I love this. I tell you. Okay. Squire Vintage Modified 77 jazz bass. First one. The second one, I'm always into, is this one. This is among the same line. This is the Squire Vintage Modified 70s bass, 70s jazz bass. Originally coming in a 4-string. Sold a lot of those because of its funky, nice sound. It's got those same beautiful Duncan design pickups on it. And this is the 5-string version of that 4-string version that originally came out. Great bass. I had to put my little preamp in there. I also put a badass bridge on it. And a little pick guard. Pickup guard that makes it a little vintage. I like that vintage look. Plus, I like the way I can control my muting and slapping skills by resting my palm on the bass like this. Beautiful bass, man. Great materials. Like I said, the same along the same vein as my 4-stringer over there. It's great bass, man. It's wonderful, and I do play this most of the time in my band and studio situations because of this, But, okay, that's number 2. Excuse me. Okay. Number 3 on my top 5 favorite basses here. Well, I got my little Ibanez. Ibanez from Japan. I've always loved Ibanez. They give you a lot of bang for your buck. This is the GSR series, the GSR 205 as in 5-string. Very, very, very lightweight. Probably the lightest bass I have. These started off with the 4-string models, the GSR 200s. I've done videos on those. Nice little spunky basses that did not cost an arm and a leg. Maybe a little over $200 with tax at the time. I think since then they're like $50 more, but still a great value. And they enticed you with that nice little preamp inside of these basses. And I think that caught people more than anything, to have such a cheap but well-made bass with that little preamp in it. And that was a good selling point for Ibanez, because I know they've sold a lot of them. Great deal, and they still sell well. Novices, beginners, all the way up to professional bass players have chosen this bass. If anything, it's a great second-hand bass. You can't beat it. So, GSR 205, right there. Sounds great. Number 3 in my top 5 basses. Excuse my back. Number 4 is a recent bass I got. It's very nice. Okay, this is the Stiletto. The Stiletto Extreme 5 made by Schecter. Schecter, in the last few years, has really done a good job. Not stiletto. Schecter's done a really good job with this series, man. This is part of the Diamond series and stiletto 5 strings with these nice little humbucking pickups made by Schecter. Already has a preamp in it. This is one of my few rosewood neck basses. You know, I have a thing for maple with the funk in the thing. You know, really funky with the maple. But this is really great, man. The way they did this with nice, you know, triangle inlays and beautiful styling. And this cost about $4.50. You know, still a nice price for such a well-made bass. It has the vinyl trim here and just really nice bass, man. It's one of my favorites, man. Really nice. I have yet to play it in concert, but I soon will. You know, great. Schecter Stiletto Extreme 5. I make a 4-string version, but of course you need that 5. That's number 4. Now, last but not least, okay, this is a bit controversial. I've talked about this before. This is a copy that I got for about $300 from a overseas Chinese site. And reason why it's touched controversial, at least at the time, some people out there written into me and say, man, it's not controversial, just say what it is. But you know, out of respect, it looks like a popular bass that you know of. And when I got it, it was passive. The advertising on the bass led me to believe that it was the original bass that it was supposed to be, not a copy. When I got it, I was a little disappointed, but after putting bassline pickup in it and preamp along with this, it sounds excellent. It sounds close to the real thing. So it has become one of my favorites, simply because of the well-made wood and structure it is, and this preamp was all the rage. So with this preamp, which is about this preamp and pickup, which is about 100.5 by Seymour Duncan bass lines, and along with the bass, there was about 300, 4.5, but $4.50, $500 maybe for the whole investment, and being close to the real thing, I made out possibly $300 to $400, no less than it probably would have originally cost. So if you think about it, so not a bad deal at all. You know, will I go back on that site again and get something? I don't know. That's in the future, whether I decide or not. But great bass, you know, good copy of the real thing, and sounds great. And I plan to put that hip shot extender on it, give it a little more leeway as far as playing it in concert. Those are my top 5 basses in my arsenal. I think I've done individually a video on each of them individually, and I just wrapped them together here to tell you what my top 5 were. This is Earl Davis on the Maxproud channel. Appreciate all your positive comments and writing in, and some of you have asked me advice. I've given it. You say I've helped you out. Makes me feel real good inside. Also, I can't tell you how much that I've learned from you in the YouTube bass community. I appreciate it. I'll get back with you. Probably be a while if I do another video because I'm running out of basses. So whenever that day comes, I appreciate it. Thank you. And that was the top basses of Mr. Maxproud, Earl Davis. See ya. Until next time, America.